So Christine, the birthday girl, coming up, that is, turning 61. Your son, Joe, and daughter, Jamie, they said that you're a big Jaws fan, and you're saying, who's this talking to me on my 61st birthday? Well, I've been dead for 46 years. Jaws, they filmed that movie 46 years ago here on Martha's Vineyard, Amity Island. This is a dead Alex Kintner saying, happy birthday, have a Jawsome birthday. This ferry pulling out right here, it's a little ferry. During the movie, Brody was on this thing. He had the little sign saying beaches closed, and this is where they filmed it a couple times on that little boat. Right over there's a boatyard, and that's where they had the shark hanging up, and they said don't cut it open, the Kintner boy will spill out all over the dock. And they drove that thing all the way up from Florida, and that's a long ride in the back of a truck. So by the time they got it out here, that thing stunk so bad. It was in the back of a pickup truck, and filming it took a while. The school's just up the street. You can smell it in the school each day. It's like, oh, the rotting shark. But lots of little things like that. It was fun. Right over here, that's the Edgartown Yacht Club. The yacht club, we used to have their building just up the street here, where they store boats. That's where they kept Bruce, the mechanical shark, right up here. And back in the 70s, they didn't have alarms and cameras, so we used to just go in and break in every night, climb all over the shark with flashlights. It was fun. But right around the corner there, that's where the beach is where I got eaten. We just moved up to the vineyard that year, and I ended up getting a speaking part. We all signed up. They're going to give me $40 a day to be an extra in the movie. And so we all signed up and got a speaking part. So the first day, they filmed it right around the corner on the beach there, and right before me, the Oak Bluff side, if you ever make it over to the vineyard here, you have the Jaws Bridge. That's where I got eaten. And a little further towards Oak Bluffs, that's where it all starts. That's where Pip and the Black Lab and Susan, they died before me. And the girl that dies before me, Susan, like down in Tampa last year, there was a shark tournament, and Field and Stream said, we want 2 people eaten by a shark to do a signing at the shark tournament. So I did it with her down there. That was 2 years ago. Everything got canceled last year. And then about 3 weeks from now, I'm meeting up with Susan and Richard Dreyfuss. We're doing a signing, and that one's out in Indianapolis. Then I'll do one with Dreyfuss over in England in the fall. But filming it was a lot of fun. You know, 12 years old. The water up here in New England, it's not like Florida. This is freezing cold until like July, and they were filming that thing in May, and they had to be done before Memorial Day weekend. So they're filming it, and people are like, were you afraid of the shark? No, I was afraid of freezing my 12-year-old ass off in the water. And right at the state beach where the Jaws Bridge is, if you ever make it, you go from Edgartown to Oak Bluffs, the big bridge that everyone jumps off. That's where my scene was filmed, and on the Oak Bluff side. And that's where Spielberg, you look up there, you see the beach houses, they look really good, but you go to the other side, it was like 2x4s with plywood, just all fake on the beach. And then Robert Shaw, he was right there. He was there with his kids, and not Robert Shaw, Spielberg. Getting all these guys mixed up. The sheriff's there with the kids I knew, Chris Rebello, and that's where I go up to my mother, Lee Fierro, and say, can I go back in the water? And she said, no, Alex, your fingers are pruned. And she lets me go back in, and then as soon as I go in, you start hearing dunna, dunna, and that's not a good sign when you hear that, because bam, blood flying everywhere. So the first time we did it, I swam ashore, because Spielberg said, when it blows up, go into water, stay under there as long as you can. So the first time we try it, swim ashore, freezing cold, he goes, no, your arm came out of the water, we got to try it again. And it would take 7 or 8 hours for all the blood to clear out. So the second time we tried it, I come ashore, no, your leg came out of the water. 5 days later, he finally says, we got 2 guys in wetsuits. They're going to lift you in and out of the water a few times and then pull you under and give you air. That's how we finally got it. And then other little things, like right over here, the yacht club, they have a warehouse up there. That's where they store the shark. We broke into that. There goes the ferry now that they had the beaches closed sign. And they said you can't go to the beaches. That's the busy time of the year. But So yeah, those little things. And they were at cookouts, baseball games, Richard Dreyfuss, those guys would be down there, out there playing. Then you see Robert Shaw far away from everyone. You run up to him and you say, hey, how's it going? He's like, ah, get away from me, you little shits. He didn't want anything to do with kids. So every time you saw him, it's a small island, you had to run up just to piss him off. Anyway, Christine, from your dear son Joe and your daughter Jamie, they're going to say to you, have a Jocelyn birthday, and I'll say it too, from the dead Alex Kittner here on Martha's Vineyard, Amity Island. Time to have a happy 61st Jocelyn birthday. Enjoy.